Through his deeds and words, spoken and written, the life of the nation has been influenced for the better. He is seen in the eyes of many as a truly outstanding and dedicated citizen whose work will continue to resonate in the hearts of many. Ian Boyne was an ardent reader, covering several books in a day or night. He always made time to enlighten society on the issues of the day, and so it wouldn't come as a surprise to hear him say,
I should be before my computer knocking out my column for this week.
His opinion pieces won him numerous awards, including Opinion Journalist of the Year on several occasions.
I am one who holds the view that the biggest deficit in Jamaica is the social deficit. It's not the political deficit. It is not the economic deficit. As crucial and as constraining as those deficits are, but it is the social deficit. The lack of trust, the lack of cooperativeness, the lack of cohesiveness, the fractiousness of us as a people, our divisiveness.
He was religious, philosophical, and an optimist.
Mr. Boyne was a person who was very much convinced that what he believed was the truth. He believed that we have a purpose here on earth as Christians.
He will be sadly missed, I know that for a fact, because of the information and the relationship that he used to foster amongst the brethren.
Years ago I came upon these words and adopted them. There is nothing that will happen today, Lord, that you and I can't work out. And whatever I face, I take that. And if you're not religious, you could take this one that says that worry is interest paid on trouble before it becomes due. We worry about a lot of things that never come true.
Through his hard-hitting television program Religious Hard Talk, Ian Boyne merged two of his loves, broadcast journalism and religion. And for 30 years, he hosted Jamaica's longest-running television show, The Indomitable Profile.
Ian and Television Jamaica, through the groundbreaking program Profile, have been promoting what is best about us, namely the many examples of Jamaicans who have excelled in their various fields of endeavor.
And as host of the Jamaica Information Service's flagship interview program, Issues and Answers, every Sunday he extracted relevant information to increase public awareness on national, bilateral, and multilateral issues.
How do you see the Caribbean strengthening its links with the larger Latin American region?
To define what are the areas that we would like to tackle together.
He has written and published inspiring books that garnered glowing acclaim, Profile of Excellence, and Ideas Matter. On October 19, 2009, a grateful nation recognized his outstanding work.
For contribution to the field of journalism.
Our colleague, journalist, talk show host, communication executive, director, chief state liaison of the Jamaica Information Service.
The conferment upon Ian Boyne of the national honor, the Order of Distinction in the rank of Commander, was an important statement of the value of his contribution to nation building through his unique brand of positive journalism. His dedication takes much more courage and commitment than it might at first seem to be. There are times when I read his columns and celebrate the freedom with which our press is blessed.
There is a view that journalism is only or primarily about the adversarial, the muckraking, the guerrilla, gladiatorial kind of journalism. That certainly has its place. Corruption must be uncovered, fraud must be dealt with, truth must be spoken to power. But if that is all that journalism does, it leaves a people dispirited,
cynical, and disempowered. There is a role for positive journalism. There's a role to build up the people's lives. That after you have seen all that is wrong, there is some energy left to do what is right. And this has been the gap that I've sought to fill in journalism in the years that I've been in the profession.
Ian Boyne's story is one of him rising from humble beginnings to achieving excellence. Driven by willpower and a determination for success, he exercised great interest in the diversity of the human experience, religion, international affairs, arts and culture, politics, and the vast range of socio-economic and governance issues.
Ian Boyne is truly what the philosophers call a dialectical thinker. Or as we in Jamaica would say, a truly non-tribal personality. One able to pick sense out of nonsense, and conversely, to discern nonsense in what appears to be orthodoxy, what appears to the naked eye as incontrovertible truth.
I want to thank Ian Boyne, because it is out of my interaction with him, ladies and gentlemen, out of watching his program, out of being mentored by him, that I came to believe in myself and I began to see possibilities for myself.
He has had a long career with the JIS, which he first joined in 1976 as a feature writer and a television broadcaster, when it was known as the Agency for Public Information, API. After a temporary departure, he rejoined the then named JIS in 2002 and was appointed Deputy Chief Executive Officer in 2010. His responsibilities included serving as Chief State Liaison to the offices of the Prime Minister, Governor General, and Leader of the Opposition, while giving oversight to the Research, Print and Production Division.
As Chief State Liaison, Mr. Boyne was responsible for arranging the national broadcasts and for being our front runner, representing the agency at the Office of the Prime Minister, the Leader of the Opposition. He would help with strategic communication for those offices and of course help to mobilize the resources of our agency.
Mr. Boyne was just a fantastic person. I just loved working with him. He's never pressured. He always has a kind word. He's never late with any of his projects. We work together on many, many projects. He doesn't pressure you, but he gets the job done. A remarkable human being.
He didn't settle for mediocrity, and he always called on the reporters. He encouraged them to strive for excellence and to ensure that their work was of the highest quality. He conducted training sessions for the reporters and editors often, and he ensured that all the feature stories and news releases that were disseminated from the editorial department were of the highest quality.
His life was not all about work. Ian Boyne made time to play, let loose and unwind, laughing a lot and even fancying himself a part-time singer.
Ready now? There is a rose in Spanish Harlem. A little rose in Spanish Harlem. Notice it and
A lovely human being. He's humble, even though he's so successful. It's not something that he puts in your face. He's just always a lovely person. I will surely miss him.
He was a remarkable colleague. His passing is a deep personal loss for me and of course for the agency. Persons relied on him to be their advocate, their mediator. He was chief negotiator. He was just the go-between for many of us at all levels, management levels, the staff, and externally as well. And so his contribution was really invaluable.
Ian Boyne, the consummate professional, colleague, pastor, husband, father, friend.